Page 3 now. Happy Shutter Down 4th of July. Welcome to California. You will not go to the beach. You will not go to the bar. You will not go to a restaurant in the state's largest city. You will not go to the zoo. You will not gather in groups, a.k.a. assemble, like it reads in the First Amendment, the right to peaceably assemble for the people. You know that crazy minor little detail called the Bill of Rights? Well, in the once golden state, there is no Bill of Rights, and there hasn't been one for quite some time. And now the governor's so-called compliance teams, these strike teams, COVID-19 SWAT teams, yes, what did Hitler call them? George Orwell had a name for them too. California residents are getting crushed by these temporary partisan politicians, constitutionally, economically, and without a doubt, psychologically. The only question is, how deep is the damage? Joining me now from Malibu, California, forensic psychiatrist and Daily Ledger contributor, Dr. Carole Lieberman, MD. Doctor, I can see no reason to shut down those beautiful beaches that you have over your shoulder there somewhere, other than to punish the people. There's no rational reason, just based on all the evidence we know about this virus and other viruses.
Well, absolutely. There are some people, we have to kind of admit, there are some people who gather on beaches, too close together. But beaches, nature, being out in the sunshine is all very important. We have been trying to hang on during this first wave of COVID. Everybody's been trying, looking for the end of it, the end of the rainbow, right? And now this second wave, the prospect of going into lockdown again, and even the businesses closing again, financial disaster, psychological disaster, and physical disaster.
I have a friend who's a doctor, an MD, in California, and he says he's starting to see patients, many of them, come in with all kinds of psychological, mental problems, just like he saw in 2009 during the recession back then. Very similar, only it seems to be, in his opinion, worse. What are you seeing?
Yes, I call it Corona crazy. The longer the chronic stress has even more of an impact than regular stress. And not only do we have, and we've been having, anxiety, depression, loneliness, child abuse, domestic violence, divorce, it's a long list, substance abuse, suicide, all of this. But the longer that people are stressed, the more angry they get. And also, the more disorganized their thoughts get, which kind of goes to the Corona crazy. You don't even have to be in a doctor's office. You just walk outside and you see people flipping out over the most minor detail. It's
Right.
like the road rage, that everybody is on edge. You just have to look at them wrong.
Yep, all you have to do is go on social media and see some of the videos there of people in shopping in supermarkets and what have you. But if there is a second wave, in my opinion, I don't know about yours, but in my opinion, if there is a second wave, it's because of the government, not because of the Wuhan coronavirus. And this report, this poll taken by Kaiser Family Foundation found that 45% of the public said the stress of the coronavirus had negatively affected their mental health. 45%, doctor. That's the pandemic, not the Wuhan coronavirus.
Well, that's the 45% who have admitted it. It's affected everybody's mental health. With all of these different things that I've been mentioning, and what people aren't mentioning is the fact that it's not so much that they started opening things up and people started going into stores and so on. That's not really what's causing the rise. It's the rioters and all the people who have been looting and being in the streets. Nobody wants to say that because that's not politically correct. But those are the people who were spreading the coronavirus. And now it's no shock that we're going to have a rise in a second wave.
Shelter at home, indeed. I think the message to California residents is if you want this to stop, there's only one way, and that's to fire your governor, fire your legislature, and fire your mayors, because they're doing all the damage. Doctor, thank you.